A few months ago, I took a look at a reimagined version of an old arcade game called Buccaneers, and today we will take a look at a sequel from an ancient Amiga game. Skinny and Franko from Blue Sunset Games is the sequel to Franko: The Crazy Revenge, an Amiga 500 game created in 1994 by the Polish company Word Software. The sequel follows the original pretty closely when it comes to violence, and as you may imagine by the disclaimer, it is a little over the top. But anyway, hi, I am Savino, and this is The Flying Kick. Skinny and Franko is a different type of beat'em up. Instead of flashy moves with hundreds of hit combos, juggles, and screen-clear specials, you will get something more grounded, more akin to reality than your typical brawler. Your arsenal of moves, while varied enough, does not contain a single flying kick, and I take that as a personal offense. But jokes aside, let's talk about your moveset. You have here a punch, a kick, a block, a grab, a special, and a pickup button. And as you can see, no jump. Your punch and kick will vary in strength and reach accordingly to the character you picked, and they can be combined to create better and extended combos. Your block can protect you against some attacks, although you will lose a little of life and not all attacks are blockable. Your grab, well, grabs your enemy, and when in your power, you can hit them with your knee and fists or throw them on others. If your enemy is weak enough, you can carry him around and perform a finisher, which is one of the main attractions of this game. Here the violence will be very explicit and not suited for everyone. You can literally break the enemy's legs, creating an exposed fracture, smash their heads on walls, and throw them in cars, fences, and bushes. There's an infinity of ways to finish your enemy in this game, and honestly, a good part of the fun is finding how you can put an end on their misery. Both playable characters have their own movesets and ways to finish their enemies, and they are not that different from each other, although you will notice that Franko is stronger and slower while Skinny is a little bit weaker and faster. But it doesn't matter who you will choose, the violence, blood, and gore, we will be following you. One curious thing about this demo, and probably the final game, is that you can finish any enemy with only one strike. It doesn't matter if it's a minion or a boss, with the right tools all you need to do is hit the enemy in the right way and he's finished. Let's take an example of the broken bottles that you will find aplenty in the game. If you throw it at the right distance, it will hit the enemy's head and kill him instantly. Not without some pretty graphic representations of what happens in this case. And it works even with the two cops at the end of the level that I'm assuming are the bosses. Yeah, this can make the game a little easy if you know how to save some of the weapons, but at the same time it makes it a bit more realistic than other beat'em ups around. The level in this demo is a little long, taking anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to finish, but you can make it in less if you try to one-hit most of your enemies. All this length isn't a bad thing, the game is very fun and the combat feels good to watch and play, and these 15 minutes will pass in a flash. With so many games being released lately, Skinny and Franko hit differently, putting aside all the bells and whistles from other games like combos with hundreds of hits and infinite juggles to offer a more grounded experience, something you would find in a real street brawl. The brutality and rawness of the combat, the sheer and uncensored violence, the bad language, all of these give this game a feel that you won't find in any other beat'em up. On the downside, I would say the AI is a little of a mixed bag if I'm being honest here. The enemies are smart enough to try to surround you, but I think they could be a little more aggressive. They walk behind you many times and do nothing, sometimes they just stand in place watching you beat their friends even when there's a window for them to attack you. This makes the game very easy, as you can see by my gameplay, and I'm playing on the hardest difficulty here. To lose any significant amount of life, I would have to stand in place and do nothing for a while. In a game with so much violence and gore, having enemies that act like pacifists isn't very suitable, I think. And before I end up this video, I would like to comment on the graphics. I saw some people saying the art style is a little off-putting, and well, there's nothing I can do about it, as they say, taste is taste. But I would like to say that you should try the game despite your opinions on the art. I liked a lot myself. The design of the enemies, the way the background looks, and the absurd number of details in each and every scene, I have nothing to complain about here, but that's just me. Oh, and I didn't mention you regain life with a beer? Oh yeah, you chug a cold one to get in good shape again. I mean, you can get more realistic than that, right? And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little preview of Skinny and Franko. The link for the demo will be in the description down below, and the game is set to be released Q1 this year. Until now, no solid date. I hope you all have an awesome day, and remember, keep it up.